I have been checking out some of the films coming out this year, and I'm really excited to see so many of them. I went through the entire list of films coming out this year and noted down at least 18 that I wanted to see, and that list is not even complete yet. So, with that in mind, I wanted to bring you 10 films that I want to see this year. One of the first films on my list this year is Divergent. I read the entire series recently and really enjoyed it, so it's going to be interesting to see if what happens on screen can match what I think of the book, and hopefully they'll do the book justice. The next film I really want to see is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I really loved the first film and thought it was really well done. I didn't really know much about Captain America or had much interest in Captain America before that film, so it's really got me interested in that sort of side of things, and his performance in Avengers and all that sort of stuff is making me really look forward to this one. It's going to be an interesting tone, and I can't wait to see what it sets up for the next Avengers. I am also looking forward to Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I'm really interested in seeing how the story has progressed. We think we know what is supposed to happen, and it's going to be interesting to see how it sort of develops and how it gets from the events of the first one to where it may lead on to with the events of the sort of canon of this sort of story. I really enjoyed the last film. Really well done, really well acted, and the style was amazing, and I hope they can keep it up and do even better this time around. The next film I want to see is a new X-Men film. I watched the one before it recently and really enjoyed it. It's going to be great seeing Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart reprising their roles again in this film with a sort of more interesting, darker sort of storyline. I'm also looking forward to How to Train Your Dragon 2. It has been a while since I've seen the first film, so I may need to revisit that before watching this film, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's got a nice little visual style, and it's not as sort of hard-hitting maybe as some of the other films, but it's got a nice film to sort of just go and see, and you know, it's going to be a decent film. Continuing along with what seems like an increasing number of sequels out this year, I'm really looking forward to The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. They've decided to split this film into two parts. Whether that is to Harry Potter thing to do is to give fans more of what they want, or is indeed trying to sort of get more money out of this very profitable and very popular series. That makes me a bit cynical, but I'm glad for the extra film and hope they do it justice. Like the previous films, I've read the books, so I know roughly what happens in those, but I haven't read it in a while, so I may need to refresh my memory of that, and I'm just hoping they do it sort of as faithfully as they did it with the Catching Fire film. I am really looking forward to seeing the film step up all in, because it promises to bring all the previous members back of all the other films, and I'm really interested to see how they work together. They've done it a little bit before with bringing in previous characters and sort of having sort of threads thrown through with characters like Moose, but it's going to be interesting to see them, sort of more of them coming together, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that plays out. It's kind of a little bit different from the films I normally watch, but I really love the series. I've got them all on DVD, and when this comes out, I'm sure I'll get this one as well. Talking about trilogies, another one ends this year with The Hobbit, There and Back Again. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays together, and much like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, I haven't read the books for this series, but I may go back in the future and actually read it just to see how it compares. It's going to be interesting to see the battles that happen in the next film with the dragon and all the sort of evil that's coming upon the land. I just can't wait till they all come out on DVD and I can own them all in one go and watching it in its entirety. The penultimate film on my list for 2014 is Sin City: A Dame to Kill For. I really like the visual style of the original Sin City, and I am incredibly excited and looking forward to this. And the last film on my list for 2014 is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I really loved this as a reboot. It worked really well. The characters are really well defined, really funny. It's got a really good sense of humour about it, and the stylistic choices are amazing, and the villains in this one look absolutely brilliant. I would definitely recommend seeing all these films. These are only 10 on my list of however many, and it's growing day by day. If you've got any recommendations of films that I should see this year, pop in the comments and I'll try and get around to it. Thank you for watching, and check back here every week for new videos. My name is James Hayward. Thanks for watching. there are so many films out this year that I want to see.